Hi, thanks for being here today. Welcome to Medicine Crow Tarot. This will be a general love and relationship reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Jupiter. Since it's a general reading, the energies may not apply to everyone, but if this reading resonates with you, I invite you to like and or subscribe. If it doesn't, please don't try to make it fit. Just take what feels right and forget the rest. The energies of this reading may apply to either you or the other person. Also, please keep in mind these are general energies and are not meant to replace your own personal intuitive knowing when it comes to your own life. Okay? Cool. Let's get started with the reading. We are going to do earth signs right now. This is a love reading, relationship reading for singles. If you are Sun, Moon, Rising, Jupiter in any of the earth signs, you might find this reading helpful as you look forward to finding a new relationship or making significant relationship connections with other people. Okay, so let's get an idea of what the overall energy will be going through the month of August. Okay. Here we have the card of strength. Okay, so this is the first card for the month of August. And I don't read reversals, so I'm just going to go over a couple of aspects of this card that are standing out to me. The first thing is, obviously, we need to remember that we have more strength than we often think we do. In this case, we have the lion looking up into the sky, and to me that's kind of like looking to the higher self, looking above where you are right now to remember that strength. And I'm not sure yet, we will see as the reading progresses, but I'm not sure if this is because you're feeling down right now or if it's because you're ready to be manifesting this. You might feel like right now that you are this person who's very strong and ready to, ready to roar. So usually the communication energy helps reveal a lot of the overall tone. Okay. Here we go. Okay, Eight of Wands. This says that you're you're at least feeling ready, if nothing else. You might be in communication with someone right now, actually. A lot of text messages, perhaps, or maybe you're just very anxiously looking for someone. I'm not sure this is a general reading, so I think it's going to apply to different people different ways, obviously. But let's see, the overall strength energy pushing forward into the Eight of Wands. And this is beautiful imagery so far. I mean, you're riding Pegasus into the future. Messages incoming. Let's see. What it feels like is the dominant energy is readiness. That's the feel I'm getting. So some of you might feel like you're just raring and ready to go. You've been working on yourself, you've been doing self-work, and that you have the strength now to push forward into whatever this relationship scenario is that you're dealing with right now. A caveat to that is go forward, keeping in mind the strength you have comes from being in contact, being like connected to your higher self. If you're, believing in God, it's your connection to that might help fuel that inner strength that you have. But in any way you look at it, it comes from being aware of your intuitive powers. Know that you have that inner ability to connect with that higher self that you are. And so I think as you go forward, that's really going to support your energy of making progress. And it doesn't actually matter if you're coming from a place where you need to remember that you have strength, or if it's coming from a place of being in touch with your strength right now. Either way, the energy is definitely a forward movement. Okay, so let's see now what the strength of this potential relationship. If you are moving into a relationship, this will be the strength of that. If you are not moving into a relationship just yet, but you are ready to go forward and look at a relationship coming, then this is going to be, the strength of your position right now, okay? So here we have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so this is kind of funny because a lot of the imagery of these spaces here seemingly contradict what's going on right here, but I think the strength is, as a Knight of Pentacles, it's kind of like slow and steady wins the race. So as an earth sign, you may connect with this. It's possible that your future person is feeling slow and steady wins the race. It's possible that this is you in any of these relationship readings. When there is a relationship on the line, it could be the position that they are coming from as well. So I'm feeling like this is mostly you, earth sign, right now. And I feel like this is just a reminder to tap into your true self. And your true self is that you come from someplace that's grounded. A Knight is about movement. It's the movement energy of this relationship situation. But it is a slow and steady move, wins the race type of energy. So maybe it's that you have a little bit of overzealousness coming here with the Eight of Wands. Like you want this to come sooner, maybe. You want it to come right now. And the Knight of Pentacles is showing up here saying, hey, the strength of your position is that you actually are strong enough to be patient. As much as you want this, you just have to believe that it is coming, but you don't want to rush it. You want to be patient, you want to take your time, you want to make sure that that connection is grounded. So whether you're connected right now to someone, make sure that it's a grounded connection. Make sure that you're, finding out what you need to know about how well they resonate with you, or how well you see eye to eye on certain things that are important. And also how to choose between getting distracted by things maybe that aren't as big of a deal. Earth energy is more grounded energy. It's the energy of being connected to something that's a little bit more stable and deep, long-lasting. And so with the strength being the overall energy of this reading as it goes forward, I'm just going to say it's a reminder to just be aware that you do have that ability to make solid, grounded decisions. And it looks like that's actually the card ready to come out right now. Okay, so the weakness of the relationship situation is you're coming from a place where maybe the reason why you're feeling impatient is because you are in touch with your pain. You are feeling like whatever's been happening in the past is something that you are ready to move past. It's been a place that's caused you a lot of second guessing of yourself, a lot of second guessing of other people, and it definitely harkens back to the strength energy here, especially with this being a major arcana card. This makes me think that whether you have someone in mind or whether you don't have someone in mind, the position that you're currently in is coming from this place of just really a lot of heartache. It was very difficult for you either to be single, or the last relationship has been difficult. Either way, this is an energy that's important to be aware of, but it is currently undermining your ability to move forward. I don't feel like this is killing your ability to move forward, but I do feel like with this being a major arcana as the overall energy, and this being a minor arcana, as bad as this is, I do feel like it's just saying, hey, be aware that you might have a tendency to focus on too much of the negative, and it's making you impatient. It's something that you just want to put behind you. You're trying to move forward. You feel like you deserve something different. You feel like you want something that's going to be, real this time. And I think that, it is saying that's might making you rush a little bit too much. So just be aware that this is just an experience. This is just a pattern that maybe you've shown in the past, but the 10 is the end of the cycle, and this is an opportunity for you to move past this energy, ground yourself, and take one step at a time, and remember that you don't have to rush into it. You do want to continue to communicate if you do have someone in mind, but be grounded and don't let this pain sour you, but do let it inform your strength as you go forward. Learn from the lessons of the past. Be alert, be aware, but don't be broken, if that makes sense. And I don't mean that to sound insensitive. It's more the idea of don't let that be your identity. Don't let the energy of pain and difficulty be the energy of you moving into the future, especially with this Knight of Pentacles here, saying that your strength is actually grounding yourself with each step that you take forward. And I think that if you allow that to inform your conversations going forward and your movement into the next energy, that will provide you with a great connection to that strength that you inherently have. Okay, so let's look at a little bit closer at current reality of your position. Okay, King of Pentacles. So this is you. This is great. So the King of Pentacles energy with the Knight of Pentacles energy here, this is actually saying that you're so much more than you think you are because of this. I feel like you are connected to this, and that's perhaps what's making you anxious and moving forward in this with so much enthusiasm, which is fantastic. I want to point out that there is a progression of energy from Knight to King. So this being the reality of the situation underneath the overall energy of the reading, which is strength, shows me that you are so much more than you think you are in this moment. The Knight of Pentacles does encourage slow and steady wins the race. Take one step at a time going forward, but do it with this in mind. I think what's happening is maybe you're coming from a position of underestimating yourself, and that might this is a position of strength, so it is saying be patient, but it's also saying be patient, but be aware that you are underestimating yourself. You're a king. This is king energy. This is a very mature perspective. So the fact that your reality right now is that you're being informed by an abundant, grounded, mature perspective. And this doesn't matter if you're 16 years old or if you're 56 years old. This is literally saying don't underestimate yourself. Tap into that inner strength that you have that comes from that inner knowing, your intuitive sense, that connection you have with the divine and with the universe. Go forward for sure, but do it in a measured way without forgetting where you've come from, and also without underestimating yourself because of that painful past that you have. Okay, so this is the connection you have going forward in the relationship. Whether you have someone or whether you're single, this is actually the advice of again, tempering this moment here. I feel like your energy right now just wants to get through this. It really does want to move on to the next thing. And for an earth sign, that says a lot, because it says that you've been through a lot. So this conversation that the cards are having right now with you, it's telling you that that as much as you want things to go forward, do it with patience. Again, you've got two of the most patient cards here right now. I mean, if the Hanged Man were in this position, in this reading as well, it'd be like, okay, the universe is telling you to put the brakes on. But in this case, the Hermit to me symbolizes awareness as much as it does slow or cautious energy. It's just saying, again, connect to the higher part of yourself. And this is a major arcana as well. So being in the position of connection in this relationship, it is saying to be aware, be mindful that you're going to manifest a relationship that reflects the energy that you resonate in. If you come from this position of strength because you're connected, as this lion looks up, to your higher self, which is this king energy, it's saying to really integrate that to yourself. And you aren't going to be able to integrate it quickly. This isn't something that happens overnight. As much as we want to say, look, I've learned that lesson, the next time your trigger comes up, it's going to send you back into this energy. And it's going to cause problems in the next relationship, whether it becomes a dating relationship or whether it's just a really, powerful connection with someone that you feel strongly about, that becomes important in your life. It doesn't matter the type of connection. What matters is you need to take the time to become that, to become connected to your higher self, so that you're not triggered back to this immediately when you're in a relationship, right? You want to be able to deal with the triggers as they come from a grounded position, because you've taken it slow and because you have a real mindfulness of where your strength comes from, okay? So this next card is going to be like kind of the energy that you're going to want to manifest to move to the next level of success in terms of finding that relationship that you want. And it's going to have to, I feel like it's going to have to do with this impatient energy that you have. Okay, the Empress. All right, this is again the energy of connecting to your intuition, but it's also an abundant energy. This is like, so you've got the feminine intuition energy going on here, the receiving from the divine, but it's an abundant energy, which with earth signs, this is really saying surround yourself with things that make you feel your higher self, whatever that type of abundance is. And again, this whole bottom row is major arcana stuff. So number one, that says to me, this isn't fast moving energy. And so I feel like, this might be you looking down because of disappointment, maybe because you're full of gusto, you want to move forward, you feel so ready to move forward, you're communicating, you probably are talking to people, or you might have people in mind that you think maybe this is going to work out with, but it's just saying, look, you need to really take your time this time, at this point in August. Take your time, connect with this abundance energy that's going to come to you through this mindful awareness that you have of touching your higher self here, and being in touch with your divinity, your inner divinity, and your higher intuition. Okay. And now we're going to look and see what's going to be the relationship outlook for the month of August. Okay, Happy Monkey. So in this deck, and this deck, it's actually a Russian deck, and it's called Tarot of Inspiration. It's a really great deck in case you haven't been able to see much of the artwork, because I'm not showing you the cards, and I apologize for that. Happy Monkey is really, it's taking advantage of opportunity is what this is. And so the outcome of August, I think, is be super mindful, but keep moving. If you have someone who you're talking to, keep talking. If you don't have someone you're talking to, but you feel motivated by something, then this is saying keep your eyes open. Super awareness is required, meaning you just really need to try to focus on this abundance energy here. The King of Pentacles with the Empress, there's a lot of like bounty. There's a lot of bounty, very strong bounty in terms of the energy that you will be able to manifest. But it is going to take your awareness, like when the opportunity comes, don't be afraid to strike. Don't be afraid to take a chance. Take advantage of the opportunities that are coming your way in August. If you're having dreams, if you're having coincidences, if you're seeing, number patterns that are standing out to you, any of these types of things, I want to say signs even. If you see something that just looks like out of the ordinary, it might be the universe trying to reach you and saying, hey, be aware. Be on your toes right now. Happy Monkey is not a negative card. It's a very positive card, but it's basically saying you've really got to make the most of the opportunities that are coming your way. And it's happy energy. Don't be afraid. The universe has your back on this, but it really is going to take you being mindful and being grounded. Tap into that inner well of strength as an earth sign. There is a lot of it in earth energy. The earth itself, obviously, right? You're really, really connected to that. And if you do that and you go forward with the opportunities that present themselves to you in August, I feel like it's going to bode well for you moving into the future. So let's take a message from the universe, from the Angels, Gods, and Goddesses card deck by Tony Carmine Salerno. It's a really great deck. I found it very helpful and useful in my own personal readings. We'll see what the universe might be wanting to offer. Okay, here we go. Angel of Guidance. You have a renewed sense of direction and purpose will soon manifest as your message from the universe. I think this goes in line perfectly with Happy Monkey. A renewed sense of direction and purpose will soon manifest, and that I feel like is going to manifest as an opportunity. I feel like there's something coming for you in August or September, or it depends on when you actually watch this video, right? But for a lot of the earth signs who are resonating with this reading, there's going to be this tapping into your strength and into this abundance. I think it's going to really help you to have that strength to take advantage of anything that's popping up in your near future. I really like that message. Let me think if there's anything else coming to me. Yeah, opportunity is coming. Opportunity is coming for you, earth signs. Get ready in August. I feel like it's not going to pop up maybe. No, it could be in August. It could be after August. It's different for different people. Obviously, there's so many people watching these videos, and I feel like, even in the future, if the universe says, via YouTube or whatever, watch this video, these will resonate with you at the right time. So just be aware. Embrace this new sense of strength here that's coming to you, or if you're already in touch with it, embrace it. Let it inform how you proceed to manage this drive, this passion. Maybe that is the sense of purpose that is being reflected here. In any way you look at it, you do have something that's coming for you. Whether it is the renewed sense of purpose or whether it is a person coming into your field, whatever it is, just be aware that you have to check the patience, but don't stop moving. Keep going forward, but move forward in mindful abundance, okay? mindful abundance. And I think that's all that we have to say today concerning Earth signs in the month of August. Thanks for tuning in to Medicine Crow Tarot. I hope this helps you. If the video has resonated with you, please like or subscribe. Feel free to share it. And definitely leave me a comment if there's something that you feel like you should be sharing with other people, including myself. I like to hear how these videos are helpful to you. Yeah, thanks a lot.